Hey everybody, John Franklin Reviewer, and welcome to my ranking video, which I'm calling the incomplete ranking of Devil May Cry, because I have not got a chance to play the fifth one yet. Before I get to it, just the usual, please be very nice in the comment section. And if you guys have played this series, including the fifth one, give me a comment down below. How would you actually rank the video game series? Now let's get right into it. So my number 4 is going to be a pretty easy one, I feel like, is Devil May Cry 2. This is the most forgettable game out of all 4 of these, I feel like. The only things I really still remember about it, of course, your main character Dante. You have your over-the-top villain. There's a grandmother kind of sprinkled in here and there who has a little bit of comedy. And there's actually some really bad special effect cutscenes, unfortunately. One that I could really still remember is there's one where you got to fight this monster that his body, his face comes out of a building, but when they show the hand coming out of it, it looks like it was incomplete, like it was almost like it was a last-minute decision to use this monster. Like I said, very forgettable. I don't really remember the story and anything, any of the monsters. Number 3 is the newest one I just reviewed, Devil May Cry 4. I do enjoy this game. Some of the stuff I really like is, as I mentioned, with Neru. I do like him. I like the story. I like playing Dante. I really like the action. I like the story. But on the flip side of that, they're going with Nero for another thing is that he's pretty much a younger version of Dante. He's cocky. He has pretty much the humor that Dante would say. And how powerful he really is when you play him. And also the thing is, when it comes to the villains, I'm definitely not impressed with any of the bosses. I really don't care for their side. Not a big fan of the hench monsters. They're all designed great. I just personally just don't care for them. To number 2, the runner-up is going to be Devil May Cry 3. But the thing that I really do like about this is, well, the first thing I gotta be honest, it's a prequel to the first one, and for the longest time it did bother me, but it doesn't really bother me now. I'm fine with stuff like that. And Dante, damn good in this. You know, he's a younger self, of course. Cockiness. I just love everything from the very beginning. I love all the fight scene. I like how he's going to fight his brother Virgil. And this is probably the one, even though it's a prequel, this one feels like this is the one that Dante is in more danger than any of them. That you feel like, oh my God, will he survive? If you actually don't remember in the back of your mind, this is a prequel. But on the flip side of that, I'm not a big fan of Mary's side. I don't like Arkham. I don't like his big secrets and all that. Oh, and also on the pauses, I forgot to mention was Jester. I really like the Jester in this. He is funny as hell. And if someone ever told me every time you defeat him, he laughs, he bends over and slaps his own ass for whatever reason, and then disappears till you take him on again. Another character I really didn't care for was actually Vampire Bitch. I definitely didn't like her. She was the toughest one for me, and that's probably why it is. I mean, I like a good challenge once in a while. She was just a little more than I expected it to be there. And then the final thing is that you got your two good guys actually fighting, and it's like, I hate that anymore. But number 1 is going to be the original Devil May Cry. I definitely like this one. No surprise, Dante again. I like this. I really do like this character, and he's damn good in all this series. Even in part 2, I do like him in it too. I definitely like the atmosphere. It's very creepy. It has a mixture of action and a little mixture of horror in there, because there's one probably just like part 3. He does feel like a little bit in danger in this a little bit. I definitely like some of the hench monsters, like these puppets on string. I think they're very, very creepy. Definitely like the design of it. For a game that came out in 2001, so a little over 20 years, it's a little dated, I'll be honest, compared to games now, but I still enjoy it. I definitely like the monsters. I like the villains in this. One of the things I'm not a big fan of is there is a scene where you actually have to fly up in space and you got to fight this one monster, and I'm not a big fan of it. I think it's just my hand-eye coordination. I'm not exactly the greatest when it comes to that, where you got to try to shoot and dodge and all this kind of stuff. I don't know why. It seems like it's easier on the ground than it is in the air. Another thing is that it's Trish. I think she's okay. But the thing is that they have this big secret, and when they about her, when they finally reveal it, I really don't care. I don't believe it. I'm just like, okay, so that's why she was there, to reveal this. And I personally was like, so what? to me, honestly. I personally didn't care. She was one of those characters. If you've seen my review of this, then you already know if she lives or dies, but I personally didn't care if she does. Okay, folks, so that is my ranking of The Devil May Cries. I do appreciate that. So, thank you guys so much. Please like, please subscribe if you haven't yet, and stay awesome.